Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. This whole zone right here, I want to do some work with this. So first things first, we're going to go with the deconstruction planet like this, and I'm going to remove that chunk of timber. That's going to go, just like that. Remove a big slice of that. And then I've got the robot... The thing with the robot highway is when you're close, they tend to take the shortcut like this, like they're doing, and then as they get to they're needing to be recharged, they will then actually move to where I've set my highway that I'd want it to run through. When you're a long way away, like if I go all the way over here, if I'm right out over that side over there, and the robots are going back, they could go up here, and then if I've only got a line of robots down and then across, that's where they will follow it. They will start to go across, but then they will run out of power, and so then they will sort of go back towards the nearest roboport, and they'll eventually get round there. I don't like to have too much of an L shape on it. I go in a straight line. I could go all the way out over here, just keeping it in a straight line, and then they will just literally, they'll zoom up and down a robot highway, and then I could do the same up that way, the same down that way, and the same out that way. And that's generally the way that I work it. I run them straight out like that rather than doing anything different. And it will usually work. It usually makes things fairly simple. See right here? They're coming back that way. I want them to go up there. I want them to head over to this line right here. They're not going to very much because they've got these over here as shortcuts. What I'll need to do is I'll probably need to remove those and... instead, do a line of them going north right there. Where everything... Oops. Yeah, actually, I can do that. We'll zoom in a minute. Where everything is traveling right there. Right here. This is where they're traveling. They're coming along this line right here. So, ideally, what I should do is remove that bit. Run the line across here. Over to this side. And then run a straight line up there. And go up to there. That's... probably what I should do. It'll probably just move the crowd of them over a little bit, but it's not going to be too bad. Now, next thing that I want to do is I want to come down here, and I want to start putting out some of these. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my single robot mining drill, and I'm going to drop that one over there like that. There. Drop that one down. And then I'm going to drop... a line of those right next to them all the way along like that. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some copying and pasting. We're going to take just the mining drills and not actually the power. And I'm going to switch that over and I'm going to drop that straight down on top like that. There. And then I'll take the mining drill... Actually, I don't need to take anything else because I've now got that sort of set in the right position, how I want it. So then I can go for copy and paste onto here. And I'll simply take that little bit there. You know how this works. I've done this before. Oops. I'll drop that one down there like that. I'll put everything down there. And then we can go back over this side and I can start... sort of adding in a few more of them. So if I go and put that directly in line, that's going to cover everything. I like to put them all in line. I like to have everything perfectly lined up and square. Right, well that's going to be an issue. I don't want that one there. I'm not going to lose any power, so I will go up and... oops. I will go up through and I'll remove those. Just get those couple out the way like that. And then I don't need to worry about them. And then I can come back down here, and I can go with paste. I can't see anything. It's pitch black. Right. New plan. I'll do my copy and paste using the map, and then I can actually see what I'm doing. So we go there like that, and I want to move that over by one place. And I'll drop that down there. There, and that, yeah, that does actually go through quite nicely. And then I put you onto there. Let's go over again. Like that. And we drop you down there, and then I can come back over to this side, and I can drop that one down there, and then... Do I want to go out that many? I think I do. I want to bring that one all the way out over to there, like that. And then we can go up, and I can drop that one down just like that. And then I can do the same again over here. And I can do the same again over here. I go back by 1, I go back by 2, so that make it all fit. And I drop that one in there. Right, I'm not going to do any more in there just for a minute. I've got several requests for various items in here. I'll bring that one out over to this side. I'll put down power connection like this. There. So why is that not connected to power? Oh, it's because I haven't connected up down here. There we go. Right. I've now got power connected all the way through, so they're going to start grabbing some of those, and they're going to be using them and running up. So, next up, where would be the best place to do the robot highway? That's looking like it's in the wrong place, just there. That bit coming up. That up there, I'm just going to leave that where it is. That bit doesn't matter. But the rest of it, I'm thinking I do want to move it slightly and bring it over here. And in order to be able to facilitate that, it would probably be a good idea if I use my construction robots to build another little strip through here. So then I can have that running straight up, down through there, and they can use it as well. You know, I'm actually thinking that it might be better if we just do a diagonal line for the roboports over here. And that'll sort of tie in with what I want to do later up here. I want to have a robot highway that sort of goes out through, and it'll be like that, but sort of maybe across a width like that, so it'll be quite a wide one, and there'll be a line along the top, line along the bottom, and a line along the middle, something like that, and that's going to allow lots of robots to run backwards and forwards without any issues whatsoever. But that's something to come much later on. Right now, though, all I want to do is actually, I only need to do this in the map mode. I think it'd be easier. We're going to fill in a great big old chunk of landfill on here, like this. So I'll do that bit there, and I'm going to go straight up like this, filling this in. And there's a lot of landfill that I'm filling in here. A big chunk of the stuff. Like that. Bring that in there, like that, and fill in that whole section right there, like that. So we've got a lot of robots that'll be on their way down now. At the moment, I've got 0 logistics robots available, and now we've got 0 construction robots. So we've got 1,000 construction robots flying and 4,248 logistics robots. All of the robots are very, very soon going to be going a lot faster than they are right now. And I just want to quickly whiz up over here and have a look at this. So we've got completely full at the moment. Well, one of those chests is not completely full, but we're just about completely full on our landfill. But the robots, here they come. They're whizzing down through with all of the landfill, and they're bringing that down. And they are about to start. There we go. There's the first of them. They're about to start throwing in landfill down here. Excellent. It's going to take them a while. I'm not entirely sure how many of them I've got demanded. Because on here, it's only showing... Oh, that's objects missing. Objects missing materials. So yeah, it's not showing up a great deal, but there's a lot of robots on their way, and there's a lot of activity going to be taking place. So while some of that activity is taking place, what we can do instead is we can go over here and we can start moving some of these roboports, because honestly, they're not using them in quite the quantities that I'd like. Well, they're not using them as much as I'd like them to be. So I want to remove some of these roboports, and then we can get ready to start putting a better line of them up along that way. Although we're just about to have a change of pace on the robots. And if we zoom in a little bit, we can see these all flying here. It's just about to change up there. It's a shame it's gone to nighttime. Well, hang on. Let's do it like this. We use the map. And yeah, they have... I'm pretty certain I did see a slight speed increase on them. Should have been 50% more speed. Plus 55%. The next round of that is 2,500 of them, and that is plus 65%. And then you go to this, 5,000 of everything. That includes the white science, and it's plus 65% every time. We're not going to worry about that at the moment. What I'm going to do instead is... Personal Robot Port Mark II could be very cool. Portable Fusion Reactor is definitely a wonderful upgrade to get. The 2 robot ones we will leave for a minute. We're going to want to work on those at some point. That one, again, useful. Coal liquefaction, useful. Like, all of them are very, very handy. But I don't know which one is going to benefit us the most at the moment. So I'm thinking that maybe we'll just go back to low-level stuff like that. And we'll just kind of let it run through. What this should do, the extra speed on these robots, we can definitely see them moving faster now. Right? I definitely notice now they're moving faster. And I'm wondering if maybe they didn't immediately start flying faster. I am actually wondering if perhaps the robots... wait until they recharge or they get another load before they started increasing in speed, because actually I don't know if some of them do seem to be flying faster than some of the others. I'm not quite sure why that is. Maybe it is to do, maybe they had to recharge first or something along those lines. I don't know. Anyway, that's that bit done. We're going to come over here and we're going to start removing some of these robots, roboports I should say. Because we're going to be changing our road. Our robot highway. We're removing it, and we're changing it. It's going to be done differently. So I'll get rid of those down through there. I know that at the moment, they're just going to run through and place the other ones down. See, those 2 there could probably stay. That's not going to make much difference. And... we'll bring them over this way. And then once they get over to here, then I'm going to kind of have a slightly different sort of approach to it over on this side. Now, at the moment, they're using a lot of these. So I'm just going to let my robots run out and place these down like that. And we'll get rid of... Once they've done that, we'll start getting rid of a few of them. I can get rid of those 2. That one there. And then I'll go up here and get rid of those, like that, and get rid of that one. So they'll put the other one down up there. That's fine, they can put that one down, I don't mind about that one. And then run back down this way. Now they're using all of these at the moment, just so that they can do their travelling backwards and forwards. That's fine, we'll leave that going, and... we're going to have to leave that going as well. There's not a lot else I can do here for a minute. We'll just kind of leave them to it and hope that they can cope with it. And we're going to go back up here. One of the big issues is that we've got these big queues. And as soon as they start queuing up for recharging, it starts to slow everything down big time. Now, if you look at where the robots are flying, they're completely skipping this part. They're missing out that completely, and they're heading up here. I mean, I don't mind that so much, because I am eventually planning on putting... Copper will be here somewhere, I should think, and then iron production will be down here somewhere, I should think. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do it, but, I mean, the base is going to be like this. The base is going to be huge. And that's the plan. I'm sort of already planning for mega base status, rather than just planning for the small base status that we've got at the moment. And so because I'm planning way ahead on that, it's a little bit messy and sort of strewn around at the moment. We're reaching the limits of power. We're reaching the limits of what we can actually do with power, which means that we're pushing the limits of Well, no, actually, oh, I see. Yeah, the accumulators are accumulating. But they're not. Well, they're sort of accumulating. Right, we're pushing the limits of what we've got on that at the moment. And it doesn't help that we're suddenly using a whole load of stuff with the robots, with the extra 1,000 with the construction robots running through. That's probably not a brilliant thing for them. Laser turret damage increased by 20%. So we've got all of these other things. All right, let's keep going with some of the research. And that is going to be draining through quite a bit of our materials. 220, 200. So we got 450 of those in there. And our blueprint requires 183. And then for those right there, I got 600, and I got 600 in there as well. I got plenty of accumulators. We got zero shortage on accumulators whatsoever. So I think it might be an idea. I know that we're currently doing landfill and streaming it out through there at a fair rate. But landfill is not far off of being completely done. So I'm going to go up here next. I'm going to go all the way to the top of these. And there's our Roboport limit. Zoom in one spot right there. There's the Roboport limit. Now, if I do this via the map, I'm not able to go along and clear anything out of the way. I've got to come up here and do it manually, or I've got to do it twice if I do it like this. I can do it like this, though. So I will go to there, and then I go up 1 and go up by 2, like that. Place that one down. I'm going to do the same again over here. Do that again. And do that again over there. Now, I've got the Roboports. They come up to about that high, but we've got Roboports requested up there, so they should go up and fill in that gap. And I could also do some more up through here. I could start filling in some of these patches as well. So I'm going to do that as well. And I'll put a whole load of them going, so it's going to take them no, I don't want that one. It's going to take them a while to actually, it's going to take the whole factory a little while to be able to build everything. But it's going to be worth the wait. Drop that one down right there like that. And I bring you there. Yep, and then that one there. 1 and 2 and drop it there. Right. So there's a lot of timber that they got to remove for that, and then they've also got to bring over all the bits. And I've already got some robots heading up this way to come and get this. Electricity is a little bit of an issue. Satisfaction versus production is already, dropping down. So we're already having power shortages because of, well, not because of anything in particular. This is running flat out. We got no issues on there, but we do have a shortage of power. I got a shortage of power coming into the factory, which is going to cause us some issues. Part of that is all robots, right? It's definitely to do with the sheer quantity of robots that we've got here. And I'm going to come down over here. So I want to put a line of these Roboports over to there. That's the first thing I want to do. So for that, I'm going to do it manually. I'm going to... Have I got robots chasing me? No, I haven't. Yeah, we'll run down over there and we'll start doing that manually. I'm going to start sort of changing this around a little. That one will stay as it is. I don't want to change that one. But I'm going to come down through here. See all these robots flying. And those right there is all those Roboports busy using stuff. Right, now, a big question is can I get through this maze? Oops. There. There we go. Yes, I can get through the maze. And then I can come down through here, and I want to start removing some of these here so that I can make way for some Roboports. So get rid of that and remove every single bit of power coming over into this section. Which I suppose actually at the moment is probably not a bad thing, at least until daylight. Where are we on daylight? That's starting to pick back up again. The rest of it shouldn't be a problem. The coal is not really in short supply anywhere. That's coming through quite nicely there. It's ramping up. Alright, let's drop that in. All of these mining drills, it's rather a lot for them to be coping with at the moment. Let's take you there. And then it's this side as well I want to take out. Remove you. And remove you. So this is actually going to be just a temporary measure on this bit. So I want to copy that. Like that. And then I want to swivel that one round. And I will just go onto there. Because that... Yeah, that's perfect. Right. Drop that one down. And I'll bring that all the way over here. Right, I get rid of that one. And then we'll go to copy. And we will copy 4 of them a minute. And then I'll go over there. Right. Roboport is in the way. I know that it's flashing at me. And I'm not doing anything about it at the moment. Because... Oh, that's because we got a power thing right there. Let's remove that one. I'm not doing anything about it at the moment because of the power issues. It will help if we don't do anything just for a minute. Okay, now. I run that along there. I have to put a second one in there like that. And then we go along here like this. Put another one in there. So then we've got power all the way through. And you, I got nothing that I want to do with that at the moment. We come back over here. I got another one that I want to put onto that side. Right, now, I'm going to want to start bringing this up and using this in the direction that they're going. I mean, technically, I don't need all of these down here. They are coming down here. But when I've got a line of roboports coming up through here, it's going to make more of a difference. It'll change the way that they do things. So we will go with... copy right here, and I will copy 2 of them, and I'll bring that one there like that, and I'll drop that one, and put it that way, and then we'll go in a straight line working up here a minute like that. I know I'm actually overdoing it with some of the electricity poles, but quite honestly I don't think that matters too much. So we bring that over to there, and then with these roboports that I've got over this side, I can now start removing some of these, which means that I'll be able to start using them further down. So I can take those off of there, and I'll take you, and I'll take you as well, and those like that. Right, and then bring them over this side. And then I've got a load of roboports over here that the robots will then start using. And that's a lot more valuable, that is. Oh, I got one more there that they've just gone and sent out. So there, we got 5 of them right there. And that's right in the flight path, that is. So I can bring that one, and I'll sort of stagger it. I'll go up, and I'll stagger it over that way a little bit. And then we'll carry on going further up as well. I'm going to leave it for a minute. I got 1 roboport left. I actually want to make... how many of them did I set going? That's the first thing I want to find out up here. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 6 roboports to go up there and place down so that everything else we've got... Oops. Need to do that. 6 roboports up there. What are you doing? Oh, you're just bringing some stuff to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be 6. Those 6 up the top there, that will allow the all of the solar panels to be placed down. It will allow the construction robots to reach absolutely everything that they need to reach up in this bit all the way up here, which is up there. I don't want to get too close to those. Stay away from them. Otherwise, I'll have my roboports being put down on those instead, which I don't really want to do at the moment. So we go up through here. And we keep going around this way. We are going to have to be careful about enemies up round here, right? We could eventually reach enemy contact somewhere else. At the moment, we don't need to worry about it, but we don't know how big this island is exactly. That island could go a lot further than we currently think it does. So we are going to have to be a little bit careful about that. What have you got over here? Oh, they're bringing all of the materials for it. We've got a whole load of charging points here. They're bringing all the materials. So I'm going to bring this over here. And I'm going to go up through. I can't get up through there. There we go. Right, so we've put that roboport down. And oh, they already put down the roboport. Or is that my robots? No, they haven't put that one down. I'm assuming that they will eventually put that one down. My robots will go out and they will put that one down. But, I mean, all of this other stuff has been placed. I got my robots now waiting for some things to be removed. Which is the annoying thing that does happen with them from time to time. And they're bringing in a whole load of timber. So if they could hurry up and place that... You know what? I don't need them to place that one down. I can do that myself. I can drop that one down there. And there we've got a robot charging station. So then I can come down here. Are you... You are actually connected up. It's just that you don't have power on you. It's a bit of a shame. That one's fine. So there'll be one down here somewhere. That one's also connected up. Right. Oh, they must have already brought it out from the main base then. Without me realizing that they were going to go and do it. There go my robots to go and grab a load more timber. I know why I'm having trouble running through here a bit. It's because in places there are trees in the way, and those are the ones that are causing me problems. I'm gonna, as soon as I've removed, got the other roboports down, right, that one's down. And that one over there needs to be placed down. So as soon as I got that one there down, you gonna place it? Or have we got someone else on their way with it? I haven't placed it yet. Alright, fine. I will place that one manually myself. There. And then, again, I'm up against trees here in places. Yeah, right there. That's why I'm having trouble with it here. And I'll come over to there. Right, and we've got that one down as well. Okay, so now I've got all of the trees down there in the location that I asked for. We've also got now all of those bits there that can be taken. But what I can do now is I can go through all of these trees and I can drop that down like that. I can even go and take an extra little strip all the way around like that. And I can order the whole lot to be removed. So now the construction robots will go through and they'll remove every single bit of timber that is going to be in the way here. And that's going to make life a lot easier for us. The one thing with these roboports is that they are actually, when you place them down here, they're on the very outside limit of where they can join up. So I could manually place down a couple of extra roboports just up there. And that would work quite well, because it would mean that... Well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day, and 1 million minions are not going to be built in a single episode. So we've run out of time, so if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.